Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Dr. Saroj Gupta. Dr. Saroj Gupta is a Harvard-trained geriatrics dentist. She taught at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, and the University of Maryland in Baltimore, where she also rolled out electronic medical records. She is the founder and investor in Asuun, which is a blockchain technology company. She hired the offshore development team that includes software developers, mobile developers, business analysts, and quality assurance team. One of her main accomplishments is getting a blockchain storage company, eWrite, to provide an exclusive development contract to Asuun. Additionally, she has developed an online dental screening for school children.
Good afternoon, Saroj. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Brian. It's my pleasure to get on the show.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for this. So, Saroj, let's jump into the questions here. You've got quite the background in healthcare, dentistry, entrepreneurship, and now you're the CEO for Asuun Blockchain. Could you share with our audience what drives you and what has contributed to your success?
So, Brian, you're asking me what drives me. Mostly drives me knowing that even though I'm coming from a healthcare background means healthcare is not up to date, means people, they are scared of technology. A lot of, if I will say old, people don't like to call themselves old or anything. Somehow people coming from healthcare, they don't like to get into technology. They think if they will start adopting technology, they will be thrown away. So, but I want to make sure, because either you're in healthcare or wherever, if you are not going along with the technology, you cannot survive. So I want to make sure I'm the head of the curve in my profession. I want to make sure I have learned enough. I want to make sure I can educate other people why we need to bring the technology in healthcare, why we need to be on the top of the game. And that's the biggest reason I got into this technology.
I love that. You know, I spoke with a guest just last week, actually. She's from Australia, and wasn't originally in technology, and she didn't know anything about blockchain until about 3 years ago. And now she's an expert and she's written a book on it. So I think that's amazing. So thanks again, Saroj. I appreciate that. And so, Saroj, we're going to talk a little bit about the pandemic. As you know, everybody globally has had to make these major shifts to adapt to the new normal. Could you share with us what you're doing to help your organization stay relevant in this economy?
So what I'm doing for my organization as pandemic is really hit everyone very, very hard. The good thing is this, my company is working on a clean technology, means we are paperless, and we are working to bring more and more technology where if a pandemic like this ever comes, people don't lose their jobs and people don't miss their work, and wherever they are, they can work from home. And that's the way we are developing some technologies for the government sector, for a public sector, where people can do those things. And that's what my people were able to work because we are ahead of the game.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. And again, through this platform, Coruzant Technologies, met several people in healthcare and outside of healthcare that are working with blockchain now. So I'll definitely have to connect you with many of these people. I think you'd all help each other collaborate. So thanks again. And we're going to, Saroj, we're going to jump to question 3, a little bit about technology. You're obviously leveraging some new or emerging technologies in your tech stack. But is there anything you could share with us that, might not be a trade secret or confidential?
Sure. As I said, Brian, we are working on clean tech, means we are going paperless. I'll give you an example, like let's say some state, they get some complaint or anything. Now they have to send their inspector for the inspection. And then on an average, it costs a state $400 to $600 to send an inspector for inspection. And out of that $400 to $600, it costs $100 for printing paper, maintenance of the printers, ink, all those small things adds up $100. Okay. And let's say one agent is doing 10 inspection a week, that becomes $1,000 a week and multiply so many inspectors. So what we are doing, we are introducing some technologies where these inspectors, they can go and they use paperless and they can save money instead of costing money to the state. And on top of it, another thing is this: it expedited the process where people, they can find the claims, that claims got submitted, and they can check all those things.
Awesome. I think that's amazing. Not only are you saving some costs in this business with the inspectors, but also you're making the planet even greener. So we appreciate that for sure. And Saroj, last question here. Can you share something from your career experience that would be helpful for those looking to grow their career in either technology or entrepreneurship?
So, Brian, when this entrepreneurship, it doesn't come cheap. I mean to say, you have to be focused. Your heart needs to be getting to that. And a person, if they don't see a success, I mean, if they see a failure, they should not lose their heart. Every failure teaches us a lesson. Every success makes us to celebrate. But if we don't see failures in our life, we are not going to succeed ever. And a person without failure cannot be successful. That's what my thoughts are. So I will say, if anyone is trying to get into entrepreneurship or any like that, trying to explore options, don't get scared with any failure. Always treat failure as a teaching lesson that they are learning from them, and make sure they are strong, they can hold it and move forward. Learn more and more from your failure, and always don't forget, whenever you get success in your dream or anything, make sure you celebrate it. That's what I will say.
Amazing. Thanks again. I appreciate that, Saroj. And Saroj, I just want to thank you. It's been a pleasure having you on the show today, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for the invitation. Look forward to talking to you soon.
Bye for now.